singles match up for you now. It is going to be
Banshee versus Panda Bair.
So it's been a while since I've seen Banshee around. And Pete.
It's been
music. I can still hear it. There you go. So yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Banshee. I remember seeing him around like a while back.
Banshee's from Wisconsin, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Like a couple of months. Like it's been a while since I've seen him in the carpool with all the other Wisconsin peeps. So I do know that he does play Lucina. He's been on a tear tonight. He's
he's in winner's quarters.
Yeah, he made. He beat Jury pretty confidently because and he's one of the like mid-level players where like if somebody beats him, I'm like, okay, they clearly know what they're doing. So
getting into this, looking like Panda going crazy from the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, Panda does know this matchup really well because this is his secondary character. But yeah, Panda is very well known for being, the very defensive style villager. I mean, that's kind of how you have to play. Aggressive with his defense.
Yes,
in some ways.
Aggressive defense because it looks like Banshee's having none of it right now. He's just kind of waiting for his one moment where he can punish the small hole in Villager's offense. Not pressing too many buttons, and it seems to be working out for him right now. He's got a very slight lead.
Yeah. Like that offstage exchange alone, they went just back and forth in this ridiculous exchange, and Panda ended up with more damage than Banshee. Because that's the advantage that Lucina kind of has in this matchup, where at a range, it is difficult to kind of deal with Villager's tools, but as soon as you're within sword range, Lucina just kind of has the priority and the range and the overall disjoint to just deal with those projectiles really handily.
And it seems like Panda's doing really well at keeping Banshee from being able to get into that range. Doesn't seem like he's taking % in a good 30 seconds. I feel like Panda is taking advantage of the fact that Banshee is staying at bay, sort of waiting to inch towards Panda very slowly. It seems like it's a battle of attrition that is going in Panda's favor regardless of what the % says, because Banshee's not getting any real convincing hits right now, even if he's chipping at Panda. But
yeah, it's been very...
Yes, as I say, it does depend on who takes the stock first. So.
And Banshee does take that first stock, so that's already a huge momentum shift in their favor.
Yeah, because we know Banshee's not looking for any stray hits right now. He's waiting for Panda to make the first move. And it's working out for him. Like, I like his patience.
Yeah, and he's acknowledging that now he is in the advantage state. He has the life lead. As long as he plays carefully, he can come away with a pretty sizable lead. Although, no jump here. Oh, yeah, he could have saved it.
Yeah, I was about to say,
there.
I don't think Panda needed to go out there to finish the job, but
I mean, sometimes, it's just key in the moment. You gotta make sure.
Yeah.
So Banshee now once again still with the life lead, not by much. Panda starting to chip his way back with the slingshots.
Yeah, I think that once Banshee lost his stock, he sort of lost the idea of staying back because he's still technically winning if you go by %.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure if he's willing to play timeout, but it kind of seems like he's willing to take as much time as he needs to get the damage that he needs.
Back throw frame trap. Banshee getting back on the ledge with the back air, dislodging Panda, keeping it at bay on the ledge. And normally this is a place where Panda is really dominant at, but Banshee's also doing a good job kind of utilizing those disjoints to,
negate.
Yeah, just kind of negate it, because while he is still on the ledge, he's still taking a lot of damage.
Yes.
Oh, and he's got it!
First game going to Banshee.
That shield break has been putting in work for him all night. I've been seeing anytime that he sees an opportunity where he knows they're just going to stay in shield, he just commits fully and lands it.
And why not, right? Look at what you benefit when you throw out the shield breaker, and it's completely safe.
So
yeah, whenever you get hit by Lucina's back air or fair, it's time to run. Yeah. Going to Lilac for game 2. One of a very interesting stage for Villager, because he actually has no trouble using his projectiles on the stage at all, because they all slide with the stage.
And because of the angle of the tilt, it's gonna cause those projectiles to cover a lot of different kind of ground.
And I'm sure Villager also benefits from it being harder to recover on Lilat when trying to get bowling ball kills off the ledge.
Oh yeah. Well, stuck in the dash attack there, but manages to get away with it.
And earlier we saw Panda utilizing the turn-ups on the platform, being that Lucina is tall enough to be hit by the down air.
Yeah, it's going to be, especially because those platforms are shorter distance to the main body of the stage.
Yeah, Villager's
it's
not
still
out
fine.
yet.
It's still fine. Like if it was any other character, then it would be a huge first stock take. But because it's Villager and because he can just recover from these ridiculous distances,
I don't know. Is it even possible for Villager to get Lilated?
You know, I don't know. Like that's a very good question. For the longest time, it was one of those. I remember like very early in the game, it's like, oh well, Villager, all you gotta do is pop the balloons. But every time I've seen somebody pop both the Villager balloons, Villager still manages to make it back somehow.
And we've seen that Banshee is trying to avoid staying under platforms that Panda is under, because he's caught on to the downers over the...
He's also recognizing that that's one of Panda's safe landing options, so I think he's keeping it in mind for when he's at a little bit of a higher percent and trying to get in on Banshee. Come in for maybe a landing afterwards or something like that.
Panda stuffing out a forward smash attempt with a nair there. Definitely would have taken a stock.
Down tilt doing a nice job of trying to cover Panda's recovery. See, Panda's still playing his game and it's working.
Yeah,
He's just hanging back and just kind of...
Imagine.
Oh, if that would have worked. I mean, Panda's a god with Villager, but like if that would have worked, I would have absolutely just lost it. That was a pretty. I wouldn't say that was a read. That was just.
That was a bit of an option to force him to get off the ledge.
Yeah. Nice spacing on the up B, manages to get back on the stage safely.
Nice.
And
nice up air
sneaks in that up air.
And I was just about to say, these two are very good at holding their stocks. Like, yeah, that was an ill-advised
that's
approach. But I mean, it netted him a nair. A little bit of a sus DI coming from Panda, but
if that shield was just a little bit more damage, that probably could have been a shield break. It would have been a low percent shield break, so there might have not been anything Panda could have done other than just go for max damage. But still, it's one of those things where it probably could have been a huge momentum shift, at least mentally, because that would have been like, all right, you got me with one, we're not even. Spacing out more of the back airs and forward airs.
Yeah, I see. Actually, interestingly enough, I see Banshee sort of trying to like get into Panda's space now. I don't know if he lets the percent affect his game plan, but he's definitely not playing the same spacing game we saw before.
He really hasn't been phased by percent most of this set.
But I mean, it doesn't seem like it's affecting him in terms of him getting hit, because he's not really getting hit. He's just trying to hit him a lot more now. Like, we see so many more aerials coming out of him, but this is kind of what Panda wants, is for you to sort of get ever so slightly tilted and try and approach him.
Yeah, he wants you to play the fast game when he's playing the slow game. Normally, you gotta... Oh,
I don't think
God.
anything is doable here. But some nice damage coming out.
That was good. It puts him back into almost even percent, and now it's basically pretty much an even game.
Yeah. If anything, like you said, it's a momentum shifter. Like, even if it can't net him the kill, look at where he is now.
That had me concerned, because it was pretty close. All right, tree into play. Slingshot
Ooh.
into the gyroid and went a little bit too low. Perfect angle for the bowling ball.
I'm not entirely sure if that side B was intentional to stall or if it was just a misinputted up B, but
it might have been just for the stall, but like the bowling ball just kind of got lost in it. Because that's another thing that Panda does, that he's good at holding off on doing that specific edge guard until you're going low in that right place, and then he just
and especially on Lilat, where people have to recover vertically in order to grab the ledge.
Exactly.
Last game going to be on Smashville, hometown of Villager.
Yeah, Banshee managing to make it all the way to Game 3. He's been playing very well this entire set. And once again, here he's just kind of starting off aggro right out the gate.
Hey, as you say, it's 30 seconds in, we got 70% on Panda.
He's just getting in that range and just not letting the percents kind of phase him. He knows his ranges and he knows what works.
Ooh.
And oh my god.
Imagine a roll away on that one.
Oh man, that would have been a bowling ball right to the face. And Panda, he's been getting lucky with these triple turnips on the down airs.
I mean, luck is a skill.
That's I mean, I have a theory that like villagers pull out those 3 turnips exactly when they need to.
It's just there twice.
It's a matter of believing.
Just gotta believe. Every time you pull it out when you need to pull it out, it's gonna be a triple.
So what started as a really strong game for Banshee has now swinged into a pretty decisive first stock. This is now...
Yeah, I mean, four triples in a row will do that for you.
Panda's all of a sudden swung it back around into his favor. Now starting to cover the ledge. Dislodged it from the tree. Gotta be careful in that setup. That's so damaging to the shield.
That up B out of shield was so critical there because you know Panda was going for the second axe hit on the shield, and it definitely would have broken it there. Good on Banshee for having the situational awareness.
Nice.
Good on Panda
up tilt
for the standard get up read to take the first stock in here in Game 3.
Yeah, this is a crucial first stock for Panda because now he's got all the momentum and a little bit of damage to kind of help him out. That Dancing Blade, if it would have connected right by that ledge, that last hit, I feel like it might have been enough to kill. So a little bit of a flub there. Still, Banshee, he's not slowing down at all. He's still playing the aggressor, getting in Panda's face. Going out
Wouldn't want to overstay your welcome, though, against Villager, because it's very, very easy for Villager to get extra credit when you're not playing on point.
I like it. Just go to the other side, force him to change over with you. Sticking in shield a little bit too much. He's still got to remember that threat is still a threat.
From how explosive the game started in the beginning, it seems to have slowed up just a bit here in the middle. But again, this is Banshee's winner stock. So
oh no, that's gonna be it. And Panda ending it with a very nice read on that bowling ball. Banshee though, he came out swinging. He came to play. That was really, really good on his part. Like that was all of his offense. It just basically got past Panda's zoning game. And he kept it up to the point where Panda really couldn't adapt to it until that Game 3.
Yeah, and it seemed like by the time Game 3 came around, Panda was kind of doing a dance in his head. Because